Dear respected guests and colleagues, welcome to my channel, Words of Inspiration. I am Masood Saeed. In this video, I will be exploring the topic Standard Will versus Islamic Will. What's the real difference? Writing a legally binding will is a crucial step in securing your family's future. Let's walk through a step-by-step guide on how to draft a standard will and compare it directly with the process for an Islamic will, highlighting how inheritance is distributed under each system. Step 1 for both wills. List all your assets, property, savings, investments, and personal belongings. Next, identify your beneficiaries. In a standard will, you have complete freedom to choose who inherits what, as confirmed by the Law Society of England and Wales, 2023, Making a Will. For example, you might leave your house to your spouse, savings to your children, and a special gift to a friend. For an Islamic will or wasiya, the process starts the same. List your assets and beneficiaries. However, Islamic law, based on the Quran, Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verses 11 and 12. يوشكم الله في أولادكم للذكر مثل هز الأنثيين فإن كن نساء فوق إثنتين فلهن ثلث ما ترك وإن كانت واحدة فلها النصف ولأبويه لكل واحد منهما السدس مما ترك إن كان له ولد فإن لم يكن له ولد وورثه أبواه فلأمه الثلث فإن كان له إخوة فلأمه السدس. Translated as Allah commands you concerning your children, for the male, what is equal to the share of two females. But if there are only daughters, two or more, their share is 2/3 of the estate, and if only one, her share is half. For parents, each one of them is entitled to a sixth if the deceased left children. If the deceased had no children and only the parents inherit, then the mother has a third. But if the deceased had siblings, the mother's share is a sixth. These verses show Allah's perfect justice in distributing inheritance, balancing family rights and responsibilities. They remind us that wealth is a trust returned to Allah, who decides its rightful division. Human customs may favor some over others, but divine law ensures fairness and prevents disputes, teaching us to accept Allah's wisdom with humility. The recent guidance from the Islamic Sharia Council UK 2022 requires that up to 1/3 of your estate can be distributed as you wish, but the remaining 2/3 must be divided among fixed heirs according to Farā'iḍ rules. In a standard will, after listing assets and beneficiaries, you appoint executors, trusted individuals who will carry out your wishes. You can also name guardians for minor children and specify funeral arrangements. Once drafted, the will must be signed in the presence of two independent witnesses to be legally valid in the UK. For an Islamic will, after appointing executors and guardians, you must ensure the distribution follows Sharia. For example, if you leave behind a wife, 2 sons and a daughter, the wife receives 1/8 and the remainder is divided so each son receives twice the share of the daughter as per Qur'anic injunctions. The will must also comply with UK law, signed and witnessed like a standard will. Practical example. In a standard will, you might leave 100% of your estate to your spouse. In an Islamic will, you could allocate up to 1/3 to charity or a non-heir, but the rest must go to your fixed heirs in the shares prescribed by Islamic law. Both wills require careful drafting and legal advice. For standard wills, consult a solicitor or use an accredited online service. For Islamic wills, seek guidance from both a solicitor and a qualified Islamic scholar to ensure compliance with UK law and Sharia as recommended by Mark Hill, 2021, Religion and Law in the United Kingdom. In summary, while both standard and Islamic wills protect your legacy, the key difference lies in how assets are distributed, total freedom versus fixed shares. Understanding these steps and legal requirements ensures your wishes and your values are honored. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more inspiring content. Your support helps us reach more people and keep these important conversations alive. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences. Share them in the comments below. Your voice truly matters. Together, we can build a meaningful dialogue that benefits us all. Thank you for watching. May this video serve as a source of knowledge and reflection